Hello everyone, and welcome to the second video of our yoga and exercise for well-being in COVID times. My name is Elena. I'm a yoga and Pilates therapist with an expertise in exercise for older adults. Today we're going to share a full chair yoga session specifically designed to help you improve your balance, your flexibility, your mobility, also your body awareness, and to help you balance your nervous system. That is, get rid of the excess of stress and recharge your batteries for the day. We're going to be adding just a couple of standing up exercises or positions, always with the support of our chair, but if you're not feeling safe, you can totally skip those ones. So let's go for it. So to begin with, we'll start with the same routine we went through in the previous video for mobility of our joints. So I want you to circle your wrists. Nice. With white circles in here. One direction first. Make sure that you're keeping your shoulders relaxed, okay? So if you can feel some tensions up there, try and avoid them. The other direction. And then stretching your fingers out, grab one of your legs and circle that one foot. One direction first, and the other direction. And then stretching your toes. And let's go with the other one, same thing. Circles. You can also use these exercises of mobility to notice whether there is one side of your body maybe be more rigid or more flexible, more mobile than the other. To notice the possible differences in between the sides. Switch directions with that one foot. And stretch your toes. And let's go with the shoulders when you're ready. So straighten up through your spine using your tummy muscles. So at all times, make sure that your lower back is safe. Shoulders down, that is the initial position. And then from there, you circle them forward to begin with. Just keep breathing naturally. Drawing these big white circles. Feeling the heat. So we're talking about mobility, we're talking about the range of movement, but we're also talking, this is yoga, we're also talking about the energy and moving the energy throughout your body. Good. The other way around, so we go backwards. So what you want to do is also to open up the doors inside of your body. So if there is any blockages of energy, you will allow that energy to flow through again, okay? Nice, relax your shoulders, bring your mental attention up towards your neck and start saying no. And remember from the first video, keep your chin parallel to the floor and take this one easy, okay? Just be gentle with your body in general, but with your neck especially. Back to center. And we say yes now. Down with your chin and up with your head. Nice, come back to center. For the next one, careful with your shoulders, careful with your elbows. If you have any issues, any recent injuries or surgery in your joints, in your elbows or in your shoulders, keep a bit of a shorter version of it, okay? Go through a shorter version of it. What I want you to do is to stretch your arms out. So again, if your shoulders are not that healthy, you can keep your arms a bit lower. But ideally, hands level with your shoulders so your arms are parallel to the floor. This is the ideal position, okay? And from here, if your shoulders are healthy, you want to reach up, come back down to the initial position and open up in a T. Okay, so this one would be the extended version of the exercise. Good. So up, back to center, and out. Keep going if you feel safe with this one version. If you're not feeling that safe, follow me for a bit of a shorter version. So you start from here, which is a bit lower. You can keep your elbows a bit softer, and then you just go a tiny bit higher, so that you feel the resistance, but you're not straining your shoulders that much. And then you come back to your initial, which is this one, and from here you can open up to the sides. You're keeping your hands lower, so that makes things safer for you. Okay, so up, back to initial, and out. So wherever your version, keep going. And just breathe naturally. Just make sure that you keep breathing. I'll be happy with that. So this is a very nice one for the mobility of your shoulders, but also for the strength of the upper back. So you're working on mobility, but you're also strengthening your muscles. It's a very nice one to stretch the muscles through your chest. You will feel that in this one action in here, in this opening action. Just a few more repetitions. Nice, keep going. And we're going to relax. You can rest your hands on your thighs, fully relax your shoulders, take a couple of deep breaths to settle down, to observe your body. And for the next one, I really want you to use your center, to use your tummy muscles to control the movement, because we're going to be stretching the sides of our body. Okay, so I don't want you to let go and lose control. Stay in control, stay within your center. Use this one hand, grab the side of the chair for a bit of an extra support. And as for the other arm, you can do a couple of things in here. Again, if your shoulder is healthy, you're going to swing this free arm up above the side of your head and over to the other side. And this way, the stretch you're getting through this one side of your body will be a bit deeper. And you're holding here, drawing your belly button in, squeezing your tummy a little. And then squeezing your tummy, you come back to center, bring your hand back, and we'll do the other side, okay? If your shoulder is not that healthy, you can do the same stretch by keeping this one hand on the opposite shoulder, like this, okay? Turning over to one side. Okay, let's do the other side. Exactly, as long as you're feeling the stretch, okay? From up here, all the way down to the top of your hip, you're doing it good. Exactly, so try and keep that one line, and we'll do one more repetition per side. Okay, so keep breathing. First one, keep breathing deeply, feeling the stretch. So you want to be conscious of what you're doing, because that way you will get more and more benefits. And the other side. Nice. And come back to center and give yourself a couple of deep breaths. Move a bit further to the edge of the chair, keeping your feet hip width apart, keeping your initial neutral position. And from here, reach up with your hands, and again, you can totally skip this first part and keep your hands on your thighs. Okay, this is optional. And then release. We're going to bend forward. So tuck your chin in so that you're looking at the space in between your legs. And then you reach towards your toes with your hands and you let go. So your head is very heavy, your shoulders are heavy also. Squeeze your tummy to help you roll up, one vertebra at a time, rolling and rounding all the way up, little by little, and we'll take it from here to continue. So reach up, looking up at that space in between your hands now, and then release. Now you tuck your chin and you look at that space in between your thighs, and let go nice and heavy in your upper body. And we just need one more, okay? One more, reaching up and higher, up and higher. Nice, you're doing good. Keep it up. And then down and heavier. closer to the ground. You don't really need to touch the floor, okay? So you don't really need to follow me on this one. You can keep your hands on your knees, for example. Just grab your legs, whatever that makes sense for your body. And come back up here. And from up here, we're going to twist the upper body, extra careful with your lower back. Okay? So the lower back will remain pretty much rigid. It's got just a tiny bit of fraction of mobility in the twisting action. So you rotate your lower back just a tiny bit, and then you can focus in your upper back in here, your chest, in your shoulders, so that you can rotate and twist the upper back of your body a bit more. You can go a bit deeper with the twisting action there. Turn your head over, so you're looking back. And keep your spine vertical. Exactly. So you want to keep your chest open, okay? We are not losing an inch of our length in here, so don't go like that. Stay expanded. The other way around. So you start with your lower back, just a tiny bit, and you focus on your upper back. So this is one of those tricky actions, and it is tricky because I mentioned this in the previous video. Keep going, keep working on this on the side, because the twisting action is kind of restricted, but at the same time it's one of those actions that we go through most every day. I mean, you're rotating and twisting every day for a lot of daily activities, and so we need to give the body the chance to do that safely. And when done safely, it's a beautiful one for the spine. Okay, just one more per side. And one more at the other side. Just keep it simple, just keep it simple. Come back to center. We'll go for our figure of four, so grab one of your legs, and if you went through the first video, you will remember the two options, okay? So option number one, just cross your legs in this simple way, in this classic way. Option number two, if you're a bit more flexible from your hips and if your knee is nice and healthy, grab your leg, you rest your ankle on the thigh, on the supporting thigh, and you open up from your hip in a way that your knee goes farther away from your body. And you have this kind of a triangle spacing here that you can look at from up here. You're holding here, and from here we're going to do the two actions that we have just done before this figure of four, okay? So the bending forward and the twisting. So what I want you to do, nice and slow, nice and gentle, you're going to let go of your upper body, stay in control. You can just hug your top leg or let go of your arms, whatever that makes more sense for your body. Keep breathing. Are you feeling the stretch through the side glute? I'm feeling it. And then rolling back up, same side that your top knee, give it a bit of a twist, a tiny bit of a twist. Nice one. Come back to center. So first you want to close in the regular, more conventional way, and then you bring it back to the floor from there. So grab the other leg, and the same thing, okay? So choose your initial position, either this or the more open one, totally up to you, totally up to you. Give just a few seconds in here for your body to settle, to get used to this bodily shape. When you're ready, you go for your bending forward. And again, this is a very effective stretch for the back of your glute and the side of your glute. It's a nice one. And those are muscles that are usually very tight. Okay, so it's nice that we stretch them. Okay, come back up and give it a twist to the same side, the leading knee, the top knee. And come back to center. Very well done. Release in a safe way. Release. Nice. And I want you to move even a bit further forward to the very edge of the chair. So you're going to extend one leg. Choose the one because we'll do both, so it doesn't really matter. Try and keep your foot flat on the floor as you extend your leg, and try and keep your knee straight without locking it, okay? So don't push down, just keep it naturally straight. And what I want you to do from here, from the edge of the chair, you're going to kind of tap with your toes. So you tap here, so you lift and down, and then you swing to the side, moving from the hip, and you tap, and then you come back to center. Have a look, I'm keeping my leg straight, so you come back to center, tap again, and then you tap in the center close to your body. Okay, so out, tap, to the side, tap, back to the center, back to the body. Okay, and just keep going. We'll do the other leg in a few seconds, so focus on this one. Exactly. Nice. If you have any injuries in your hip, you can still do this one. It's a very, very beneficial one for your hip actually, but just keep the range of movement a bit shorter and a bit safer. Okay, so just work in a way that makes sense for your current condition, for your current physical condition. Exactly. Whatever you do, make sure that this action of your leg, this swinging action, is coming from your hip and that you're not really pushing from your knee. Okay, so you bring it up, you open up from your hip. If you feel a bit of tension, that's okay. If you feel pain, that's not okay. Just one more. And back to center, and let's see what happens on the other side. Okay, remember what I said about noticing the differences when we work with both sides. So you tap, open, back, and center, out, open, back, and center. Good, good. Nice one. Just breathing, observing your body as you move it, keeping your center stable. And just one more. Okay, we come back to center and stay there. Enjoy just for a few seconds. Give it a few deep breaths. Settle down. Observe. And let's move on to the next one. So to continue, we're going to give ourselves a bit of action in here. I want you to stay seated, but in a way that your feet are as close to the chair as possible, okay, and as solid, as stable as possible. So if you need to move all the way back to the back of the chair, that's fine, okay? Make sure that your feet are flat. So for me, in my case, my feet are not flat right now, so I will just adjust until they are flat, parallel, hip width apart. We're going to be using our glutes, our quadriceps, our quads, and our tummy muscles for the next one. Okay, remember these three important groups of muscles: glutes, quads, and tummy, and you're going to squeeze them all. Okay, so squeeze in your glutes, squeeze in your tummy, your quads will squeeze by themselves. You're going to stand up in here. Nice, keeping your knees in line with your feet, so don't bring them any closer. And then the chair is right behind you, so trust. It's going to be okay. You sit back down. If you need a bit of a support, try and do this one close by a wall so that you can just rest your hand, just touch the wall for a bit of safety sensation. Okay, so squeeze your glutes, squeeze your tummy, push up through your glutes, and stand up. And then you soften through your knees, and you come back to the chair. And as you can see, I'm keeping my upper body straight. So imagine that you're holding a glass of water on top of your head. You want to keep it up there, and you reach up with that glass of water. And down. You can also use your arms for balance, for stability, for safety. And up and down, and we just need one more, folks. You're doing nicely. Good. One more. And stay up here. Good. Feel free to stretch your legs out. Keep your chair as it is. Let me just move it a bit further to this side myself. Exactly. And what I want you to do, you're going to hold this same side of the chair and the side of your body further to swinging that leg back and forth. Okay, swing it back and forth. Back and forth, and allow me to move a little so that you can see me from the side as well. So this is the action that I want you to get. So same side is grounded, and the external side Your torso is stable, so you are not following the movement with your upper body. You keep your torso stable, and from the hip, you're swinging your leg back and forth. And definitely you need your tummy muscles for this, okay? So squeeze your tummy, so that, as we could say, nothing is moving except for your leg. Okay, just a few more. And if you're feeling safe, I want you to bend your knee and pull it up, and holding here. You can totally keep it a bit lower, okay, like this. I'm happy with that. Couple of deep breaths, shoulders relaxed. And release. Nice, good. And before doing the other side, I want you to come back to the chair. A lot of movement today with the chair, okay? That's okay, that's okay. So we come back to the chair. A little forward, close to the edge of the chair. Extend your legs out. Two options in here. You can keep both your legs straight, totally straight with your feet flat on the floor, or you can soften through your knees a little. Totally up to you, depending on your levels of flexibility, depending on how safe or unsafe you're feeling. And from here, reach up with your hands. Release. We did this one before. This is a bit of a more challenging version of the forward bending. And then you tuck your chin in and you roll your way down. And we just need a couple more. So rolling up again, reaching up and higher, and then release. And you can also follow your legs with your hands if that makes you feel a bit safer. And using your tummy to come back up, just one more. Reaching up and higher, keep breathing, keep breathing. You're doing good, you're doing good. One more, this is the last one. Down, nice and heavy. And up. And now that we have even a bit more of energy, let's do the other side, okay? So I will position the chair so that you can see this one from the side already. Same thing, you find your stability using the help of the chair. You find your foundations through the same side of your body, the side closer to the chair, and then you let go of this external leg using your tummy to keep the rest of your body stable, back and forth. So if somehow you are drawing like a diagonal line, try and correct that, okay? So forward and backwards, following a straight line in there. This is a nice one for the flexion and extension actions of your hip. And usually in our daily lives, we go through the flexion more than through the extension, okay? But we need both anyways. Nice. And to finish, knee up, holding there, couple of deep breaths. Nice and stable, feeling powerful in here. And release. Good, and we're going to come back to the chair to continue. What I want you to do, when you're seated on the edge of the chair, you're just going to rotate your body, you're going to move around, good, and you're going to position this one foot facing to this side, okay? The foot is going to be aligned with the knee always. So you're sitting like this, and just following, aligning here, and I want you from your hip to swing this external leg back, okay? So not to the side, careful with that, just back, back, back. Sweeping back, exactly, exactly. So you can stay like this with your knee bent on your toes, on your back toes. That is totally okay. I'll leave it up to you to see how far you can go from here. If you feel that you can go any further than this, use the help of your hands. So grab the chair and then you go walking your toes back, straighten your knee. You will feel that your glutes in here squeezing a little. You will feel a bit of tension through your low back. As long as it's not painful, I'm happy with that, okay? But as I mentioned, this is a bit of an extended version of it. You don't need to go this far, you can totally stay in here, okay? So once you're in here, everything is following more or less the same lateral line. You're going to swing your arms up. And again, always remember when we're talking about the arms, everything we do is fully optional. So if you have issues with your shoulders, keep your arms a bit lower or totally down. Totally up to you. Holding here, give it a couple of deep breaths, and this is your warrior one for power, for mental clarity, for those moments when you need to set your intentions and work to achieve your goals. And there's a very nice flow and a very nice transition from this one to the warrior two. So you're going to release your arms, you're going to keep this first leg as it is, exactly as it is, and we're going to be moving the upper body towards the center again. So you're going to be twisting the upper body, twisting your leg open to the side a little. You're going to extend this one leg over to the side, center and side. Okay? Nice one. Remember, this one leg remains as it was before. And then again, you can play around and you can open up through your leg as much as you can, but really this is enough, and you can even keep your knee a bit softer. Okay, so totally up to you. Holding there, remember every kind of opening looking like this is coming from your hips. Okay, so not from your knee, not from your foot. Just work around with the flexibility in your hips and you'll get it done easily. Holding here, bring your upper body a bit closer to the center, facing me, and extend your arms like a T. And this is your leading side, the side that remained stable. So you're going to turn your head over to that one side and look over your fingers. And this is your warrior two. And you want to offer it a couple of deep breaths also. This is a very nice one for expansion, for when you're feeling maybe a bit introvert and a bit shy and a bit too much inside of your shell, and you really need to get out, okay? And maybe this is the right moment for that at so many levels. Nice one. Release. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Nice and gentle. Bring your front leg back to center so you soften through your knee. And then both legs to center. Give it a bit of a shaking here. And we'll do the other side when you're ready. Okay, so same thing, we rotate everything to the other side. We plant our front foot in there, and that is going to remain there. So just make sure that it is nice and stable and feeling safe there. Knee right on top of your foot, of your ankle, right in line. And then for the warrior one, you just swing your external leg back. Swing it back. Keep it in a nice place. Feel free to extend it a bit more, to straighten your knee a bit more if that makes sense for your body. Keep your upper body, your torso up and straight, and then swing your arms up and holding here. And when you're ready, find your smooth transition to your warrior two, keeping this one leg as your anchor, keeping it stable, and just playing around with the other leg. To the front first, rotating your upper body, use the help of your hands. Don't be afraid to use the help of your hands. Okay, good. Upper body to the center, and then see whether you can walk your foot over to that one side, opening from your hip. Extend your arms like a T. Look over to the other side for your warrior two. Extending and projecting. Good. Getting yourself prepared for maybe better times to come. Release. Bring every part of your body back to center. Feet in line with your hips, hip width apart. Knees aligned with your feet. Straighten up through your torso. Go to your mountain with your arms resting alongside the body. Your palms facing out, shoulders relaxed and chest open. And close your eyes in here. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Observe your body, observe your mind. And give yourself just a moment to settle down and to really take in all those benefits from the session. You can open your eyes now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. On the next one, you will have a brief introduction to Pilates, as long as a short Pilates routine that you can follow from your own place. So till then, be safe, take care, enjoy.